So, when beginners first get into table tennis, there's something that's really easy to make you regret it. Yeah, a lot of people, when they start playing table tennis, have this mindset. I'm not even sure if I really like playing. If the paddle is too expensive, but it turns out I only stick with it for 3 minutes, then that's such a waste. So they might end up going to a sports shop or a stationery store and buying a ready-made paddle. What do I mean by a ready-made paddle? Basically, it's one that's already got the rubber glued on, all packaged up as a set for you. You don't get to choose the rubber or the blade yourself, and it usually comes in some nice packaging. Then, on the cover, there's a really flashy poster to attract you, tempting you to buy their paddle. But after you buy it, you might think, wow, this will definitely make me play better. But that's actually a mistake. Doing this can easily stifle your own natural talent for playing. In the end, you might give up, not because you don't like playing, but because the paddle holds you back. It ends up stopping you from progressing. First, we need to understand that these ready-made paddles have their own specific purpose. They're mainly for casual play and fun. If you buy one to play a few rounds at the park or downstairs, that's absolutely fine. In fact, they even have a hidden value. The funny thing is, these paddles are special in a way. While you're playing, you can also use them to train your physical strength. So playing becomes a 2-in-1. You get to play and do weightlifting at the same time. But that's not the point if you actually want to learn table tennis well and improve. If you use a casual, recreational paddle as if it's a professional weapon, you'll most likely end up losing badly. Table tennis isn't just about arm strength. If you're holding a paddle with absolutely no quality or substance, it's like playing with a piece of wood. When you hit with that kind of rubber, you lose all the spin and control you could have had. Even when your technique is correct, as soon as you try to put power into your shot, the ball just doesn't go anywhere. Or when you try to loop, everything ends up in the net, and your arm just gets more tired the more you play. Gradually, you lose all motivation. At this point, it feels beyond saving, like that feeling of helplessness when your opponent moves freely and you just can't break free. Sorry, I tend to go off on tangents. Anyway, back to the point. It's like running a marathon in slippers. After running until your feet are covered in blisters, you end up thinking, I just don't have the motivation anymore. Am I just not cut out for sports? Or is it just a joke? Look, if you're just starting out and want to test the waters, there's really no need to go out of your way and spend a lot of money on expensive gear. By the way, everything I'm about to say, I haven't received any sponsorship from any brands. All you need are 2 specifications. First, since you're a beginner, remember these 4 words: all wood, 5-ply. With an all-wood blade, it's easy for you to feel the vibration when the ping-pong ball hits the paddle. This is a way to build your sense of touch. For example, there are some blades like the Butterfly X Star and so on, each with their own differences. Secondly, for the rubber, there's no need for anything too expensive. Just get durable rubber, that's enough. For example, something like the Friendship 729 FX. You don't need to chase after the rubbers world champions use. When you're just starting and your technique isn't right yet, you won't be able to fully utilize those rubbers anyway. You'll just find them hard to control, with the ball flying off the table, or you won't grip the ball and it'll go straight into the net. Remember, a basic 5-ply blade with durable rubber is better than buying something you'll doubt after playing with it. So next time, make sure you know how to choose. Let's keep working hard together.